Hey there guys, this is Pharaoh2091 and welcome back to Let's Play Virtue's Last Reward. Last time we left off, what were we doing? Man, I totally forgot. Oh, we chose to betray Kay this time, because we all saw what happened. But we saw the outcome of my choices, both ally and betray. And now we're just looking for Quark, and we're also going to test out people's bracelets to see who could be the real killer. So this is a treatment center, huh?
This is the room that Dio visited.
Don't you think that's kind of strange? Until now, all the chromatic doors had led to a single room each. So why are there two rooms on the other side of the green door?
An excellent question.
We can talk to the others later, I guess, and see if they know anything. Kay and I split up and began to look for places where Quark might have hidden, or small holes he might have escaped through. Yes, I'm picking up a little bit of static or lag. I don't know if it's lag, but I don't know if it's just coming through my headphones or it's actually getting recorded, and I do apologize. I'm still messing around with the settings a little bit, so... Huh? What are these?
They must be the treatment pods Dio mentioned.
The window's all covered with frost on the inside. Can't see in.
Shall we open it?
Yeah, might as well. Have at it.
What?
Holy crap! Quark! No! Oh no! His bracelet, it's... Oh god!
Hold on, Sigma. Calm down. Look at his chest. Can you see it moving?
What? I quickly pressed a finger on Quark's wrist. It was faint, but his heartbeat was there. He's alive! He's alive!
What a relief. I'm so glad to know he's safe.
I laughed out loud and grabbed Kay in a bear hug, or at least as much as one could manage. He patted me on the back and shared what I thought might have been a relieved chuckle. But he's still alive. Why is his bracelet... If he's still alive, why is his bracelet off? Zero Jr. said it would only come off when you died.
Perhaps Zero Sr. took it off?
What? Why?
I have no idea.
Then, maybe Zero Sr. brought Quark here and put him in the pod thing. Well, even if he did, we don't have any way to know why.
This pod is for medical treatment. Perhaps Quark has contracted some sort of illness.
He's sick? What has he got?
Well, how would I know that? In any event, we should return and let the rest of our companions know that we found Quark. I imagine Tenmyoji in particular will be pleased.
Yeah, I bet. Do you think you can carry him, or...?
No. I believe it would be best to leave Quark here. As I mentioned, there is a chance he has fallen ill. If so, then removing him from the pod would be dangerous. The treatment he is currently undergoing could be compromised.
Oh.
I'll close the pod's cover then. Is that alright?
Yeah. Sure. So this is probably where it was in that first path we saw a few episodes back. Or like the one where all that craziness went down. Wait, or did we go into treatment center? I don't know. Wait, I just thought of something. Are you sure he's gonna be alright?
What do you mean?
Well, what happens if he wakes up? Can he open that thing on his own?
He'll be fine. I noticed a lever inside that can be used to open the cover. So long as no one locks the pod, he should be able to leave whenever he wants.
But if someone locks him in, he's screwed?
Yes, that is what I said. But you needn't worry. You see? I have not engaged the lock. Now, we should return to the Floor B warehouse. I imagine the others are already there.
Right, yeah. Okay, let's go. Well, look, we have some good news. We actually found him, safe and sound. And I guess that's where, that one ending where Temioji and Quark left. I guess that's, in a treatment center, I guess. I just can't, I can't remember the damn rooms they go into. They say, look, I found him here. I found where this, I went through here. Whatever.
You're late.
You're one to talk. How much earlier did you get back again? I'd be surprised if you searched at all.
This is it?
Yeah. Clover and Tenmyoji still aren't back.
So, find anything?
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah? Well, go on, spill it.
I explained to them how we found Quark in the treatment center.
I see. Oh, that's good to hear.
Little jerk, making us all worried.
There is more.
And that is?
There is still some cause for concern.
Just spit it out.
Quark may have contracted an illness of some sort. As such, he has been left in the treatment pod.
Will he be alright?
Yeah, he'll probably...
Probably? Do you even...
Whatever, at least we found him. Pretty lucky he's alive, too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean what I said, genius. I'm glad he's not dead, aren't you?
As equivocal as ever, I see.
How kind of you to say so.
So, was Quark all you found? The way you were talking made it sound like there was something else.
Well, yeah, I'll explain that after Temyoji and Clover get here. There's something I wanted to ask you about first, though. When you went through the green door, did you search 2 different rooms?
2?
No, just the treatment center.
I see. Then what was the other one?
What do you mean, the other one?
You know, where there's that intersection with 3 doors? Well, when Kay and I went there, 2 of the doors were unlocked. You guys unlocked the one that went to the treatment center when we went through the green door. But the other one...
Who could have opened it?
Don't look at me. I told you, we only opened the one that went to the treatment center.
Could it have been Zero Senior?
I don't know.
So did you and Kay go through the other door?
Yeah.
What was in there?
Nothing, really.
It appeared to be some sort of room for servicing something.
That doesn't make any sense. So what the hell was whoever opened that door looking for?
Who knows?
Tenmyoji and Clover are running rather late. Should we go and look for them?
No, there's something I want to check first.
It's never easy with you, is it?
Well, let's get it over with.
I'm a little iffy about Clover and Temyoji not being there. I hope that thing didn't happen to them.
This is the rec room. Dio and I came here earlier when we were looking for Quark.
So why are we here?
Was there something here you needed to see?
I said nothing, and instead made my way over toward the cabinet. Inside was aluminum. I reached in and pulled it out, then headed to the light switch and flipped it. The room went dark, and I headed back to where the others were still standing.
Whoa, what is this? You gonna start telling ghost stories or something?
Why, you scared of ghosts?
You're kidding me, right?
Then show me how brave you are. Stick out your bracelet. You too, Phi. Please.
Our bracelets?
Yeah. I want to see the underside of them.
What do you mean by that?
I mean the side of the bottom. The side that doesn't have the display on it. Come on, you're really gonna make me explain this?
I know what you mean. What I'm asking is what the hell you think you're...
Just do it! It's not hard.
Should I also participate?
No, you're fine, Kay. Your bracelet is a little different from ours. But I'll join in just to make it fair. There was a brief moment of hesitation before Dio and Phi stuck out their arms. I held up mine out as well, wrist pointed upward.
This okay?
Yeah. Just hold it like that for a moment. As fast as I could, I pulled the luminol from my pocket and sprayed it across all three of our wrists.
Ugh, cold. What the hell, man?
Dio jerked his arm back with a shout. Don't see anything glowing. Fi's bracelet is clean. So is mine, of course.
That leaves only Dio.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'll explain in a minute. Just show me your bracelet. Something wrong? Just show it to me. Come on, Dio. We don't have time for this.
Why do I have to do what you tell me to?
Because I'm trying to prove your innocence.
Oh, like hell you are. I don't know what you're looking for, but you're not gonna find it on me.
Then just show me your arm.
No! You don't get to order me around. I have rights.
As he spoke, Dio made a break for the exit. He didn't get far.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dio.
He spun around toward the other exit. Stop him!
Right!
Don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
Let's go along with it. Why the hell not? All three of us leapt at Dio. Was that like the first time they actually had like actual full motion video there? Like a little bit of a video? Dio! What's wrong? What's going on here? I knew it! His brace is glowing. Then that means...
Let me go! Get off of me, you fuckers!
Dio. You killed the old lady.
No! You don't understand. This is all some kind of a mistake. Shit.
What's going on here? I think it's about time you gave us the full story.
As quickly as I could, I explained to Fi what Kay and I had noticed on the old woman's wrist.
So the person with the bloody bracelet would have to be the person who killed her.
Yeah, exactly. Even if they wiped it off, I figured the luminol wouldn't still react to the blood. Looks like I was right. We've got you, Dio. You might as well confess. Well?
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Why?
Are you Zero?
No. I was under orders. I was sent here to do something.
To do what?
Who gave you this order?
I'll die before I tell you.
So your orders were more important than Alice and Luna's lives?
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I killed the old lady, but that's it. I don't know anything about what happened to Alice and Luna.
That wasn't you?
Tread carefully, Sigma. This man is not to be trusted. He has already shown he is willing to lie and kill.
Come on, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
Even if we do believe you, you're still a killer. You just haven't killed as many people.
Exactly. He should be restrained somehow. If we leave him be, he may well kill again.
But where will we put him?
Is there a room we can lock or anything?
Ah, perhaps we could put him in one of the treatment pods. Once we've locked it, he should be unable to escape.
Oh yeah.
Hey, wait! I'll be good, I promise.
Yeah, I think you're onto something, Kay. Let's go with that.
Come on, please. Hey, listen to me.
We'll let you out when the white doors open. Someone's gonna need your bracelet to open the secondary door.
Don't fuck with me, you guys. There's no way in hell I'm going in that thing. Let go! Let me go! God damn it! I told you assholes to let me go! You can't do this! Stop! Stop! Please stop! Please! No, you can't! Ah! open this fucking thing! I said open it, goddammit!
I don't think so.
Ah, you're gonna pay for this! When I get out of here, I'm gonna fucking end you!
So, I guess we figured out who the murderer was. And we found Quark.
Now all that's left to do is find Clover and Tenmyoji.
Yeah.
Why don't we head back to the warehouse and start from there? They may have already returned.
Good point.
Let's go.
So that's a nice little riddle solved. If we take it to be true. I mean, who knows, but Dio did confess. He's like, yeah, I killed her because he had orders to? Orders from who? He was sent here to do so? Something's odd. I know Dio was really... Well, we hated him before, but now it's like, well, you're just an evil human being. Huh. Looks like they aren't back yet.
Perhaps they went to look for us.
Oh, man. Now we've got to go look for them.
How much time until the white doors open?
50 minutes.
Then I don't think we really need to hurry yet. Why don't we wait a little longer? For all we know, they're on their way back right now.
Kay and I nodded.
By the way, there was something I wanted to ask you guys about.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Quark's bracelet. When we found him in the pod, he wasn't wearing it. Why?
How should I know?
Presumably, it had been taken off before we found him.
So we have no idea where it is.
Pretty much.
I see. That's not good. Without that bracelet, we won't be able to continue the game.
What?
We need 3 bracelets to open the secondary door. If we lose one...
Oh, no. We wouldn't be able to go through the chromatic door. The secondary door.
Yeah.
Who would be pairing with Quark?
Quark's bracelet should be a red solo. That would mean he'd be with the Cyan pair.
Who's the Cyan pair?
Clover and Tenmyoji.
The 2 people who are missing.
Quark's bracelet is gone, and his 2 teammates have disappeared.
What's going on? Does that mean Clover and Tenmyoji took the bracelet?
Well, if they found Quark before you did, yeah, there's a good chance they did.
Then, why aren't they back yet?
Perhaps they've already gone through the white door.
What? No, that's not possible. That's not possible. The primary doors haven't even opened yet.
Perhaps someone opened one of them.
How?
I don't know, but it's happened before. Remember the 3 doors on the other side of the green door? Someone made one of them open. Perhaps this is the same thing.
But that's against the rules.
Yes, I know. But if the person opening the doors is Zero Senior, do you really think the rules matter? Zero Senior controls the entire game.
So are you saying Clover or Tenmyoji is Zero Senior?
It is a possibility. It would explain why they still haven't shown up.
Could they really have taken Quark's bracelet and gone through one of the white doors?
If they didn't, we won't know where they went until the doors open for the rest of us.
So I would assume.
This is still all just speculation, though. Maybe we should go look for them again. One of us can stay behind so that we don't miss them if they come back.
Okay, I'll stay.
Sigma and I will go see if we can find them then.
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, alright? Oh, and don't forget to bring Dio with you.
Of course. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm still really worried about Clover and Tenmyoji. Now... Man, I was gonna say something and totally just skip my mind. I hate when that happens, especially when I'm recording. It's a whoop! The thought process just exits my head, and it's like, oh, that's just great. That's a great commentary. This is the pantry.
So it would appear.
Well, looks like they're not here.
When we started looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything beyond the red door, which would have meant this room.
Not gonna do something good to hang around here, though. Let's head upstairs.
Very well.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what to think about that pantry room just yet. Man. We got a good chunk of, like, well, how many more rooms do we gotta go through? Like, trying to think and how many paths we have left. We might still have a good chunk of puzzles to solve in this game, which, hey, I'm not really complaining. I mean, yeah, I may suck at some of these puzzles, but I still enjoy solving them. I don't know. I mean, like, I never really liked puzzle games when I was growing up, or solving puzzles, but I guess when I got older, there's, like, some type of... I don't know how you like to explain it. Like, just not say rush, but it's like, you know, you feel awesome. Like, yes, I solved this. Go thinking, you know? And I hate this room now. It was supposed to be one of the easier puzzle rooms, and I took a while because of stupid drinks. I don't know. That one I did overthink a little bit, or maybe I was, like, putting too much work into it when really there shouldn't have been that much. But nah, whatever. Solved it regardless. No one here either, huh? Temioji loves scotch so much I thought we might find him here drinking some. Huh. Scotch is alright, I guess. Depends on what brand it is. Here I am sounding like a connoisseur of liquor when I barely drink. It was around that time that I noticed Kay was acting strangely. He was staring at the shelf of alcohol in a way that I probably would have described as blankly if I could have actually seen his eyes. Hey, what's up? You want a drink or something?
Oh, no. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask...
Right. Sorry, that sucks. Honestly, I've gotten so used to the suit, I'm kind of forgotten you were wearing it. Why the heck did they make you wear that thing anyway? You still don't remember anything?
Well, actually, I did remember a little.
Really?
Yes,
What did you remember?
my father.
When Dad... Wait. When Dad, you remember that? They just pop out of nowhere? That's a beautiful typo there, game. When did you remember that? Did they just pop in your head out of nowhere?
Please, don't joke. This is serious.
Sorry. So, you remember who your father was?
Yes,
What about your mom?
I don't seem to have one.
Oh. So your dad raised you?
Well,
Kay stopped for a moment, then calmly folded his hands in front of him.
I was raised in the facility where my father worked.
Really, game? I'm just like, oh, you know, we don't know how he looks like, and maybe Kay doesn't like. He's like, oh, this is his imagining of it because it's like, well, I don't know how I look like, so it's a little suit. Ah, okay.
He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were the times where he was sleeping. Oh, this is Kay speaking, I guess, by the way. As such, the only communication I had was with the education software he'd given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. We developed body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it makes sense. Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as part of a family, and several, the mother, the father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own. Someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night, they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought, I would be so happy. So, for the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working and, as usual, was making his way toward his bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, "Okay." I remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman, and my hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather, her ID number, they were dashed. He had given me a robot to play the part of the mother. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to do. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He'd never scolded me for anything before. At first I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. My father ordered your robot to take care of me and shoot us off out of his lab. The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as if she was a real person, but I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. You can talk to a robot and it will respond, but in the end you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I wanted, I'd still had the education software my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was only a program to look that way. A robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me. After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We'd never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continue to live with him, but I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed as I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I've ever seen, apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment, I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or not, or making up fantastic lies. Ultimately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love as a younger man, and I began to imagine that the person he'd fallen in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before that, I had never even shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me on my table manners, or more accurately, the lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, manners had never been something I'd even thought about. My father got in trouble too, when he made the mistake of reading through research papers during dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I'd shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered our living room changed too. Before, it just had been another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the ones I cherished the most. For a little while every day, I got the family I've longed for ever since I was a child. At her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away as I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something, I learned that I felt... Whenever I impressed him with something I learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, right, and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye, until one day I happened to overhear my father and a woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve their goals. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would have led to her death? I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working towards. Perhaps, I thought, I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice. And I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare. If he died during his research, I was intended to continue it in his place. I was stunned. I was furious with my father and with her, and even with the research I poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do. Destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all. I made plans to destroy the main reactor and with it, the entire facility. But she saw right through me. My father was livid and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I'd misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. Had that been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life, or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me to his replacement, the warmth she showed me in it had been real. She made me feel as if I had a real family, and that was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was something very special to her, as she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help to repay that favor. She would have liked nothing more than marry him and live a happy, normal life together, but she couldn't. For his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future that she had wanted, she was determined to see my father's research succeed. I realized that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me and hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but I refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I've never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that is why I lost my memory. Man, that was some good backstory there. All I'm thinking about is, who the hell is his father? Or that old woman. Older woman, which... Ooh, I have ideas. I just don't want to say anything, because if I say anything, I'm gonna have somebody confirm it in the comments or allude to it, and I don't want that. The episode's gonna go on long, though. Whatever. Today's a long episode. I'm not sure when the hell I'm going to stop this. Kay let out a deep, tired sigh.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time.
It's okay.
Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing.
So you remember almost everything?
No, the details are still indistinct, especially more recent events.
Huh.
Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be alright if I laid down for a bit?
What's wrong?
I don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode.
Are you okay?
Yes, I think I just need to rest.
Okay. Take as long as you need. I'll go look for Clover and Tenmyoji myself.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Kay lowered himself heavily onto the red sofa in the corner of the room. Well, I guess I better get moving then. Huh, okay. Wait. I left the lounge and headed off, but I hadn't gone before far. What? I hadn't gone far before I ran to find typos. What are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting back in the warehouse.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either. Damn.
Yeah.
Where's Kay?
He's in the lounge.
You decided to split up?
Well, not quite. Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door to the lounge and walked in. He's just sleeping. Leave him alone.
What's up with him?
I guess he's not feeling too well. He said he wanted to rest for a bit.
Is he alright?
I think so. We should leave him alone right now, though. Remember, there's a real person inside that suit. I'm sure he's just tired.
Tired, huh? How are you feeling?
What?
I feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock.
Really? Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game and then dead bodies started turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I've managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. Just about everything here makes absolutely zero sense. The more I try and figure out any of it, the more I feel like my brain's just gonna melt and run out of my ears. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. No idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we even here? What's this whole nonary game thing for? And what is Zero Senior up to? Hell, how about who Zero Senior is? The rabbit said he was one of us, but... Do you think it's Dio?
Who knows?
Besides, we still don't know why Dio killed them. He said he was ordered to do it, but... And there's more, too. What about the old lady? Who is she? What's her deal? Hell, what are any of our deals? I don't know jack shit about anybody here. I don't even know anything about you, Fi.
Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you?
No, that's not it.
I'm just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too.
She trailed off. What was that noise, guys? What could it be? Well, I know it says it's going to be a long episode, and it is. It's almost 40 minutes, but this will probably be a perfect place to end off. And I gotta end up my recording session anyway. It's getting late, and I gotta get up for work. No! But, just be happy I'm still even recording. This I'm still getting used to this. You know, this is the first, like I mentioned a few parts back. This is the first recording session I'm doing since starting my job, and it's going to take a while to get used to things because I come home pretty late and come home exhausted. So, but I still want to LP. It's one of those things that how do I explain it? It makes me happy. If anything, it's a nice way to relax for me to vent, just to relax. It's one of those things, because I've been doing it for a little bit more than 5 years now. It's just something that seems normal to me, and I don't want to give it up. I come across a situation a couple times now where it's like, eventually I'm gonna have to stop. I just don't know when. I don't know when I'm gonna stop, but I sure as hell don't want to do it anytime soon. But in any case, let's not talk about that because it always puts me in a damp mood. It's like, but at least for the time being, I'm gonna keep LPing and playing games and working because that's life, at least for me. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Virtue's Last Reward. I'll see you guys later.